great. Oh, so I'll work with him. Yeah, he's looking for a CD. Before you will ask, Charlie, she left. Michael Jackson says, so is that the right? How did you know? I said, I had already checked. Yes, because I was ready to learn.
You went prepared.
I went prepared. I was ready to learn. I was learning everything, the way he spoke, everything I was learning, every little thing, right? So it's not just about learning and just watching them. It's service. You serve with humility.
Good.
Charlie, you to me the amplify swami, eh? Ni me share me girl town.
Oh.
Kwame.
So what do you do when you meet your girlfriend in town and you are carrying the...
Onene mami kwa de nam. Challenge you the bro. Kwame.
No sa no bad thing.
I was trying to hide, not knowing I was facing the wall. Assume you challenge easy. Because you are with your bosses, amplify and say we are going to repair. But who's supposed to carry it? It must be you. They don't care whether you are young or old. Once you are serving, you are serving. And all of these is just to pave a way for opportunities. That's all.
Wow.
That's all.
That was Otek.
That was Otek.
So were you employed there?
Yes. Okay. I mean, my story, it's, I always say my story is pure grace, nothing else. Right?
Yeah.
Because I was going there often, I had become familiar with the workers. So one day I walked into the programs director's office, Kwaku Sufrimpong. He's now in the UK.
All right.
And I heard Kwaku saying, hey, me too crying, hey, me crazy. So one day, baby, me show you. I said, I'll do it. But can you? I said, I will. Said, hey, it's just 30 minutes. I said, I will. 30 minutes. You are playing music, LPMs, there are announcements, there are adverts. 30 minutes is just a belt. What can you do?
What show was that?
Oh, I've forgotten the segment. So let me call a professional, someone who has done it before or someone who works with us. Then Abewanana, there was a lady there, Abewanana said, when you're busy, you were here complaining who's going to do it for you. Finally, if you have someone who's going to do it for you, why won't you give him the opportunity? So he gave me the chance to do it. He was traveling on Wednesday. So Thursday and Friday, I did it for just 2 days.
Okay.
The main sponsor of the program was Makion, if you know Makion Catering Services, the food joint, right? It's a restaurant. So Monday, because I had finished, he said he was traveling for just 2 days, which means Monday he's back on air. So Monday I didn't go there. Tuesday I didn't go. Wednesday. Thursday, immediately I got there, he said, where have you been? I asked, oh, boss, why? He said, what the pressure to me so too much? I asked him why. He said, the owner of the restaurant is insisting that the boy that handled the show last week must come back on the show.
Hey.
He's the one they want. The way you run the LPM is so different, and you brought some freshness on the program. Because I was young, I was funky,
vibrant,
full of jokes and, many shit. But you see, back in the day, they are pro, the way you have to do it, the GBC style, speak your English, comma. Yeah, because that's how they were raised. That's how we were trained. You have to speak your English with no mistake. Even if you make a mistake, you have to make sure you correct it. You write every little thing you say before you go on. Hey! So for me, it was just, 30 minutes. Why should I write it? Master, let's go. Well, and the woman insisted. But Kweku was looking for me because back in the day, there was no mobile phone. I found an basso for fraud. I didn't have one. I remember Kwame Adinkra had one. I think Mobitel was a baby. And he mistakenly left it behind. And I'd gone home. So I had to take it home and bring it the next day. I had to flex for everyone to know that I have a mobile phone with me. Walking home. Say, yeah, because Charlie only be there. Charlie, Mobitel. So the woman said they should arrange for a mobile phone for me immediately.
Oh.
So quickly, they arranged for a mobile phone with a number. I'm like, where is this coming from? All of a sudden, he says, Monday, come and start work. So, okay, so 30 minutes. So Monday, I was on air. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Before I got off air, the accountant came and said, I went to him, he gave me some cash, and he said, they say you should leave the 30-minute show. They are now making it an hour. Okay. So instead of 11:30 to 12, you are coming on air at 11 to 12. So 1 hour. I did it for another week. as the month was ending, they asked me to stay at home.
Why?
Okay. I asked why. I said, you stay at home. We'll call you when we need you. Meanwhile, my phone was with me. So this time there, if you need me, it's just a phone call away. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday evening, I received a call. Tomorrow, you are coming to work at 3 p.m. to 6.
3 to 6?
They
Now the
me
drive?
to the drive, straight. From 11 to 12, all the way to 3 p.m. So from 3 to 6. Why? Because Flash Jr., who was the host of the drive at the time, mentioned that, look, and you see, all of these things sometimes I do here, I learned it from him, right? He gave me an opportunity. He said, listen to that boy. This Andy Dosty boy.
Yeah.
Fire na akola ni kuta. And we don't have it. So give it to him. He can turn the show into something else. Now it's becoming, now there are lots, radio stations are coming up. So there's competition. Yeah. Not that he's not good, but he thinks that this is a young boy who has some fire. Because of my background as a DJ, I'll sit on radio and I'll do some crazy mixes and people go like, wow, what did I know your club on about radio? So it was something people had not seen or heard before, right? Near magic. Right, so they gave me an opportunity, and so from that time, I think 99, from 98 from 98 until 2004, I left them. It was all drive.
So you were on Utek from 98, 99 till 2004.
Yes, then Friday we created the entertainment show.
Wow!
So you see, when I started Daybreak Hitz and people were talking, he's a DJ, but we are hosting an entertainment show, they didn't know
the background.
That forgive me, maybe someone had been doing it in Accra, but I can confidently say that I started this whole, again, it was Flash Jr. that started it.
Okay.
But he put me on the seat. That all of these song titles, all of these musicians, me, I'm growing, all of these people you are mentioning, these film actors, who is Denzel Washington, who is Lawrence Fishburne, not that he didn't know, but my background was different.
Sure.
Right? So he felt like, okay, why don't we give him an opportunity? Put him there. This guy can do a great show. So from that time, every Friday morning, the branch, so between 10 and 12, it was just Utek Showbiz.
Wow.
That time. And there was nothing. We even with a countdown and all of these, we are doing countdown. We had people who listen to 2 radio stations at a time. Someone is listening to another radio station and he's counting the number of songs they're playing and they're submitting it in real time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And all of these things. So when I came here and I heard people talking about it, like, hey, we need more for
Oh, we need. So at Utek, that was where you were paid.
Yes. At that time,
what was your first pay?
I don't remember. But you see, I had no bank account.
Okay.
So you were paid
the bank account, I used to ask, my mom said she opened the bank account for me when I was very young. When I was growing up and I asked her, she said she inquired from the bank and they said it's gone dormant. That was the first time I heard the word.
Dormant.
I was almost account called dormant. I think you have to go there. Now you're 18 or almost 18. You have to go there and you can do it all by yourself. So we were paid over the counter. Sometimes you be in the studio, you didn't know accountant will come with some poof. We come with some envelope. And then you come, you put it on the table, and then you give you a file. Sign waha.
Then what you pay, no?
Yeah, then you sign. I'll be on air, and as foolish as I was, Yaji. I will announce it for everyone to hear. And my mom, I'll come home and she'll say, Nadia ni Yaji, man, and then she just come over. So we were paid over the counter. But it was good. It was good.
Wow. This is Hitz 103.9 FM Daybreak Hitz, and we're having a conversation with Andy Dosty. He is the big man in the seat today. Doreen, I hope you're enjoying the interview, yeah?
I am.
We are on a journey.
I'm only worried. I don't know if Mr. Hagler will give us more time.
Yeah, because we need to dig deeper into his life.
Back, 30 minutes already.
I want us to, travel from Utek to the other stations he worked with in Kumasi. Then we quickly come to Accra.
Yeah.
So from Utek to which station?
From Otek to Peace FM.
Oh.
So from Otek, I used to come here.
Tilly wants to know whether it's the same piece.
Yeah. Which one is AE? So, I had friends here in Accra. So
Yeah.
DJ Perfect, I would come stay with Perfect. Sometimes I'll come to Accra with Ochami Kwame. We'll come and work, and then we'll go back. And because I was his DJ at the time, I was doing almost everything: DJ, manager, producer. I was doing everything. He had given me so many opportunities to grow. And we had not done it before, so it was like all of these experiences. So we tried, Nafa. We tried, Nafa. Father Dixon invited me to his office.
Okay.
And we started talking. And Father said, yo, was here, Juma? I said, Father, I said, hey, what's up, Uber? Oh, say Uber, you have to come. You have to come.
And that's Father's voice.
Yeah. You know me, I'm a mimic. So
I know, right?
So we started talking. Then the next day, Father called me to his office again and said, huh, now who are big, sir? And I'm like, why? He said, Francis Doku. I mentioned you to Francis Doku that I'm poaching this guy from Kumasi. He said, yeah, you're a big fish. He says, you're a big fish. No, you have to start work. My father, I have to go to Kumasi and go and prepare and you know them. When they want something quick, they'll make sure it's done. So I went back home, whispered to someone that Charlie, I'm leaving. And then they had told our boss at the time. I was in the studio working hard, then the man came. Me pese me home, me. And no, Papa, somebody to me about. Like, okay. When? Oh, Ochna Nase. And they are Adventists. So it was a Friday. So he said we should come on Sunday. So we went there on Sunday. The man said he had a vision that I'll be leaving for Accra.
Hey!
And vision, no, me who saw be copies FM. But enye juma. Vision it say enyina.
Wow.
Intino, I've just called you to inform your parents and you to go pray about it because the devil then okay. Soon after we left, Father called. We're waiting for you tomorrow.
Yeah?
So I had to leave.
Leave to Father.
Because Juma Ojo.
Not prophecy, no.
So I know your old prophecy. I know your old prophecy. But he said I should pray. So
So you prayed?
I believe in my prayer. If you believe in yours, I believe in mine. We all serve one God. However, Obiani Tunnel and Empire Namu is not on the same route.
Sure.
So I said my prayer, came to work. When I came to Peace FM, I did not really know their format. I had come there and I think the first show I did was an afternoon show.
Okay.
Which was supposed to be smooth and cool. Maybe I'm a boy hip hop. Father say they know that's my call. I said,
hey.
So you take your time. We have to talk to him. So Mr. Brenya, at the time, he was our manager. And unfortunately, he's passed on.
Yeah.
So Mr. Brenya called me to his office. Okay, this is the format. This is what we do. So I think we have to wait. And we give you the format. So they gave me the format, showed me how it was done. So the next day I came, Mafia, may I so rest in peace. Almost everyone I'm mentioning has passed on. What's all this?
If you're going to do.
Yeah. So soon after Mafia, I took over. I did my thing right after my show. And I got out. Almost every musician in Accra was there waiting for me.
you.
Wow.
Almost every musician I had I had played his music
Yeah.
before, or who had come to me with payola, with seed, anything at all, whoever had business or any encounter with me that lived in Accra, gospel, hip life, almost everyone was there waiting at the reception. So when I was walking out, I heard someone ask that, well, what's happening here? Looks like musicians, some big reception will be bright, and then what's going on? So seems the person, I didn't hear the answer the person gave. So I finished my show again. I had no friends there, so I was going out. And when I got there, like, oh my God, that was a great welcome for me. Yeah, beautiful. It was good. So working there was good. At the time, I had also moved to Accra, working with Yagola.
Nightclub.
Yeah, the nightclub.
Yeah.
And Yagola, I think Tony Aboa, I don't know the partnership he had with Despite. So I lived at the hotel. I lived at Yagola for about 3 or 4 months.
Wow.
Because now hotel
Hey.
and a nice.
Oh,
Why Juma?
oh yes.
Juma, why you
Oh, but the hotel. Oh, almost all my friends used to come. Because of me, they will come. Castro, the Castro under fire. Castro the Destroyer, right?
Yeah.
Castro will come. DJ Perfect, Tic Tac, and I remember there's this Nigerian that used to come. Idris Abdul Karim.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
with VIP.
Yeah.
So they will come. Oh, Charlie, they will come sit by me. We'll stay there till 1, 2 a.m. before.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I lived there until they said Reggie Rockstone's father had a house at Cantonment.
Okay.
So Tony had bought the house and they moved me there. So I was the only person that lived there.
Hey.
Also near my course.
Hey. Hey. Andy Dosty.
Oh, sir. Of course.
Andy. 2nd August. 2nd August.
Now that's the best way to shout him out.
Andy, we want to get to multimedia fast.
Right.
So take us through the other stations quickly, then we get here.
Oh, Peace FM had, Despite Media, had started Hello FM in Kumasi.
Yeah.
So bringing me to Accra, I didn't know that it was a trick to take me back to Kumasi. When I asked, that's why I said, yes, you are the one the people know. The people know you there. How do you expect us to build it? So we're taking you back. When you're Magic Accra, go back. So they took me back to Kumasi. Beautiful studio, great environment. A drive time host. All of a sudden, they had given me a lunchtime slot.
Okay.
So that's why I wasn't very comfortable with it. Do you know why I brought this guy? You've put him on an afternoon belt. But the program's director at the time said, do you know why I put him there? It takes Obi or Tinyomasi to handle that slot to prepare a way for the drive time show. So if you've given me the opportunity, let me drive it to success the way I think I should. And indeed, if not the best show, it was an eye-opener.
Wow.
This was the birth of the afternoon or the lunchtime high life slow songs, because Peace FM is a local radio station, so they don't do foreign songs, so it's purely local. So what I had to do was play strictly local songs that were high life.
Okay,
high life songs that were slower.
Yeah.
The songs you don't hear on radio, songs you've been yearning to hear. They say a great DJ plays you songs you don't even expect. A good DJ plays you songs you know and you will enjoy, but a great DJ. So this was a great opportunity for me to explore my good music side, and I excelled beautifully. When I left, I moved to Angel, and Despite wasn't happy. I think I've begged him enough, and no need to go back there. Thank you for not asking. So I did 5 years with Angel. Don't ask. It's fine. It's fine. I've begged him.
Yeah.
I've begged him enough. So when I left Angel, before I left Angel, my travels outside the country had increased. So almost every time there were shows. So Charlie, there's a party. Too much. There's a show here. So between 2008 and 12, one day I had been very busy every time flying in and out of town.
Great.
So I'll go to America. I could go and come back like in a week. 3 days later, another call comes and I'm on a flight back. So yeah, I had been very inconsistent. So it had been very inconsistent with me until the contract expired. The disadvantage when it expired, in fact, Masuyeshi. Yes, because my frequent travels prevented me from getting jobs. No one wanted to work with me.
Yeah.
This guy, you want to hire Andy Dosty. This guy, he will leave very soon. No way. Give him a job today. He'll be on the radio. Next day, he's on a flight to America or he's in London. Wait.
You were working outside the country? You had another job
I would go and work gigs. I would go
Yeah.
and play and come. See, as I said, inconsistency, too much. Indeed, when I came back, they come to me.
Oh.
Yes, they come back to me. At a point, it even affected my relationship. It affected my home. It took a certain Ochame Kwame to call and tell me that, look, come back to Ghana. Because I wanted to settle. I was tired of the back and forth. And no one wanted to work with me. So why don't I stay there, get a job, if possible, be permanent there. Later on, come and take I had a son at the time. Come and take my son away with my wife and then we can start life. So Kwame called me one day and said, come back to Ghana. So why am I? The fact that you come home and people are still hailing you doesn't mean you are still popular. Because same way you became popular when the old ones were there are some new ones coming. And they will take center stage and your name will vanish. You won't get the gigs, you won't get radio jobs, and I don't know what else apart from playing music. You are the best when it comes. So the ordinary family, I'm like, okay, I'll come home. What changed my mind entirely was a guy I met at a party in New York. This guy, he's always partying, drinking, smoking. The guy saw me in New York one day and said, Charlie, the way you play music, we for go Ghana. I'm like, go Ghana, go do. I said, Charlie, me be me fiano. I won't make you come DJ for me. And I said, whoa, where's the fear Ghana? I said, this is even the second or third house. I'm like, yeah, I said, but this one day big too much, so I need, how do you call it? There's a name.
Housewarming.
Housewarming. So, Charlie, I'll buy your ticket. Let's go to Ghana. Prior to that, when I signed the Angel contract, my mom said there's a land, I should buy it. No, on Super So to be. I said, how much? At that time, it was just 3,000 cedis. I said, okay, I'll buy it for you. But I'm going to Accra. When I go to Accra, I'll go and buy a house. I didn't believe in building. I felt like it's proper to buy a house, and my dream was to buy a house in Accra, not in Kumasi. Mama, when we arrived, immediately we got to Ghana. The first call I did was to my mom. Mama, as I see now, is it still there? Because on the way, this guy kept telling me about how he had been saving to build, and then so. If I had my bus, I like, what happened to the money I had? I had enough. I wasted it. I didn't do anything with it. I was just buying cars.
You wasted the money.
Oh, what was I doing?
Buying cars.
I was just like Ashes, buying cars.
Just cars?
Cars.
What about...
No. I never bought a land. Nothing. I was just buying. I had 3 cars. Then I'm here. Nothing. I was just a young boy, a DJ, a radio presenter who had gained fame. Nothing. Sometimes I sit back and because what did I do with that money? Yeah. Even at a point, some musician took one of the cars. He said he was going to buy it. He took it away. Till now, I've not heard anything from him.
Oh,
Some stupid guy, Kwesi Selassie.
I would try.
I had to mention his name because look, Kwame. No, see, do you know how it? You know what it takes? Like I had signed a contract, my car. Hey, challenge say, oh, cars too, cars too. Now back on and I said, wait, and it was a sports car, flashy. It was very popular because whoever knew me back in the day knew of that car. And robbers were attacking me. It was so flashy. It was this Mazda, the bastard. Well, and this guy said he was going to buy it. He took it to Aguna Nyakrum. Yes, Aguna Saban said, "Oh baby, no free." The guy took it there till now. I mean, who can let him say?
Hey,
I mean, how? How do you do that? And he flew to Canada. Oh, friend, then boy and Kenya and Ibi Council had gone there. I called them. I was speaking. Oh, Andy Mefro. Oh, me and few. Till now, I've not heard anything from him. The last time I heard from him was I was in New York. Someone called that they had a show in Michigan. I should go there. I said, "Me kwa." The idea you pass over, make you try to rest and and I don't want to commit a crime in someone's land. So you let me stay in my corner. I mean, how do you do that? You know, well, then let me just leave it. Fast forward. So what I was doing was just spending it unwisely. When my mom inquired about the land, it had appreciated from 3,000 to 15,000 or something. I did not have that money. I didn't have it. And I just arrived with nothing. Sikani now, and I'm not the type I'm a tonton me honiama. So, okay, I had one car. Let me just keep it. Me find me around kra. So I had kept it, and so my wife also, you know, it would be easier at home. I'd come to Accra looking for a job. Went back to Peace FM. They said no.
yeah. Oh, Sam.
Because of the way I left. Kojo Preko Dankwa used to work with Adom FM.
Yeah.
So Kojo Preko Dankwa called me one day and said, Charlie, I see what I cry. I said, Rabbi Bo show be partner. I said, yeah. Adom FM, we have this topsy-turvy. Do you mind coming in? I said, well, why not? I'll come. He said, okay, I'm giving you 2 days.
Okay.
So I came for the first day, did an awesome job on the drive at Adom, and phone lines open. People were happy, especially people that knew my name from back in the day.
Yeah.
People were super excited. At the time, Master Richard was the drive time host.
Yes.
So 2 days. Just as I left the show, I had a call that there was a program in Kumasi. So I left to Kumasi without even informing Kojo Preko.
Hey.
Challenge me a hot cake.
Hey.
Because me here cash. So I went to Kumasi. The next day, Kojo called Chalina, what do you hear? I said, Kojo, I'm in Kumasi. Oh, Sandy, why? My boss is even asking where you are because he enjoyed your show yesterday. Okay, let me find a replacement. So he found someone. 2 weeks later, I received a call. Charlie, the people say they won't see you. So Multimedia, I said yes. Okay, I came. Ene, ochina. Then they invited me upstairs to meet the HR.
All right.
So in the meeting, the HR boss, your sister-in-law,
Yes.
what's her name?
Tina.
Was the HR at the time. And so Tina was asking me questions. So, okay, what can you do? I told them what I could do, Final question, how much do you want us to pay you? They gave me a paper, and I wrote my expected salary on it. She looked at it and said, hey! Then she passed it on to Kofi Ansan. This one passed it and said, hey! But why? And I asked why. I said, why? Okay, why do you think we should pay you that amount? I said, because Andy Dosty is the greatest you can ever have on your radio. He's the best. So I started, then they were all quiet. All of a sudden, the place was quiet. Then I heard someone say, and no. This is what I found when I asked someone to tell me about Andy Dosty. He says he's good, he's this, he's that. There are only two problems. One, he does not have a radio voice. Two, he travels too much. Again, that thing. So immediately he mentioned it, I knew that I had lost it too.
Oh.
Because yes, maybe I'm a Kobia. It's the same thing. They say you are good, but Charlie, you not far. So you go, you hear from us. Multimedia. 1 month. Ashes will say, hey! Meanwhile, I come with me. Close to 2 months, I've not heard anything. Then I started making calls. Called Ochami Kwame, spoke to his wife. He said, oh, he knows the Chikwam very well. He'll call in a meeting. Immediately, she said she entered the Chikwam's office. She saw my picture on his table.
Whoa.
So, like, shall I be like the people, then they consider you not be that too, because I saw your picture on the man's table. So I couldn't even tell him much. Although we spoke about you, but it looks like the prospects are good. So relax. A few days later, I received a call asking me to come start work. This was in 2013. Then 1st April. Come and start work. Then they said, oh, they're going to Kwau. And they said, we should take you along. Chalobi and me pay. I said, oh, let's go. Let me move me pay you my. So we went to Kwau. Did an awesome job. The next day, 1st April, I was on Hitz FM on Easy Listening in the afternoon from
Wow.
1 to 3. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, this is Daybreak Hitz on Hitz 103.9 FM. We're having an interview with Andy Dosty, the grandpapa, the ancestor. If you have any question for him, 05488411039. Ask anything from archaeology to zoology. Ask questions. Yes, we will come. I know people have questions.
Me too. I have a question.
I have questions from NYDJ, Austin Wood, Mr. Handsome. They're all sending me questions here today.
Mr. Handsome.
Yeah. So you can send yours as well. It's Daybreak Hitz. Now, Andy, let's get to Daybreak Hitz.
Right.
How did you get here?
Okay. At about, guess who's on the TV? Yeah. One day, I think it was a Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
At about 3 a.m., I heard my phone vibrating, my phone buzzing. Usually my phone is on silent each time I sleep.
Yeah.
Only God knows what happened that night. About 3 a.m., I saw Hagler's call. So I picked up. Like, Kwesi was up. So, Bra Kwesi, good morning. It's 3 a.m. Why are you calling me? He said, Charlie, I'm dead. I'm like, why? Charlie, KMJ Yari. There's no host. I said, but you know I have music box, right? He said, yes, but please, would you for my sake, do this for me? I said, okay. It's close to 4 a.m. I couldn't sleep again. Quickly went to take my shower, told madam that this is what had happened. And you know, they won't just say, okay, I don't know how I drink. Because I was doing hits, I was doing Adom, I was doing jazz, I don't know how I drink too much. Okay. My usual suited up, came to do the show. Next day, I did it again. At that time, I think I was in level 200 or 300.
Oh, you were in school then?
I was in school. I was in the university at the time.
Okay.
So school work. Then rumors started coming in that KMJ Nhuaton.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I called Hagler. Actually, they say KMJ is doing well now. So Abi Moru, I no go fit come. Because at that time, I think we were quiz or something, you know, university and all of these unnecessary. Charlie, there be a quiz, you are writing an exam, this, that. So, Charlie, I did write some quiz. My head, they bash me. And tomorrow I have to wake up and come to work. I hear KMJ as well. I be a no go fit come. Hagler said, call Ken. I'm like, call Ken for what? You are the producer of the show. Why should I call Ken? He said, just call Ken. Andy. Okay. So I called Mr. Ansan. So, Bozu.
You mean Kofi?
No.
Ken Ansan.
So I called Ken. He said, Bozu, I heard KMJ is well, so I want to take my rest now. I'd even spoken to KMJ. He says he's fine. He's well. I've spoken to Hagler. He says I should call you. Mr. says, did KMJ say that? Because the doctors say he should rest properly. He should get well before he comes on air. So come and work and stop asking questions. And me, per my trainings, you don't question when it comes to position. Me,
Sure.
if my boss comes to tell me you are coming at midnight, I'll come and do midnight.
Sure.
No question. So I came back to work. Then messages started flying around. Hey, you people want to take the boy off air and da. But me, I wasn't really paying attention because every day I was talking to KMJ. I'll call him, Charlie, I'm sanity to say, oh, it's okay. Well, I'm Charlie, I don't obey you. So. Now I'll call here. And I'd even called Nana Dubuafu Jr., my cousin. He's a herbalist.
Yeah,
so
I know
Charlie,
him.
Oh, you know Nana?
Oh, I know him.
Right. So, Charlie, Nana, KMJ, say. So can you come to his aid? Nana Dubuafu says, okay, no problem. Let me call him, get his direction, go see him. So when it came out that I was against his work, I was shocked. My biggest surprise was that he did not even say, oh, you leave Andy alone because, he's been in this with me. My brother was not even picking up my calls. I'll call him, he won't pick up. I'll send him messages, he won't respond. Because I'll send him message, Charlie, I hope now you are feeling good still. I'll call him, he won't pick up. So when I took off, again, Mr. Ansan, I called him that the way people are bashing me on social media, it's too much for me. It's affecting me. I dare my corner. You people have shanghaied me onto a show. I don't know. Mr. Ansan said, Fashe Utrim said, these were his words. Ken says, Fashe Utrim said, you are doing the show till the end of the year.
Okay.
And this is coming from CEO.
At the top.
At the top. Fashe Utrim said. And this was closer to Christmas. So media at the back of my mind, okay, you let me be quiet, do my job. After Christmas, I'll just make my way.
Good.
But when I came on the program, I realized that the difference was my toughness, right? We all know KMJ. He gentle, laid back. But I had come on the show not mollycoddling anyone. No holds barred. I no retreat, no surrender. I didn't care who the artist was. And because I had built a certain relationship with most of the musicians, and so if you sat in front of me, all I needed to do was to warm myself into your spirit so I can take over.
Okay.
And run my show. Because if I don't and I let you rather take over, I'll be defeated and it may affect my demeanor. And that shouldn't happen.
Good.
So I noticed that my toughness had rather kept me on the program.
Yeah.
Just yesterday, I was talking to Kafuide,
Okay.
GBC, and Kaf, we were having a discussion. I said, Charlie, I'm going on the show for the last time. He said, hey, Andy, do you have a copy of your first program? I said, I don't think so. He said, it would be great if you have them, eh? So yesterday I was trying to go through it, and I was listening to an interview I did with Ambule.
All right.
I feel no I am mobile. And yes, because, and I remember what Budog was super excited on their Boninqua.
Yeah.
So because I didn't treat it with kids gloves, not at all. He was talking about something sharp. He says the new music that are coming up, sharp music.
Yeah.
And the interview I did with him, I asked him that your music. So your music isn't a sharp music. And the man said, oh no, if you listen. I said, so what's the difference? What is about the Bofrot? I said, why don't you know Bofrot? I said, I know Bofrot. I know Bofrot. I even ate Bofrot when I was younger. But what is about the Bofrot? Is that not sharp music? Yeah, the music is played on air every day. And so I felt like, oh, Charlie, I said, man.
Andy, and you've done this for 10 solid years.
Yeah.
Waking up early in the morning, every weekday.
No be easy.
It wasn't easy, eh?
Very challenging. But who would leave money for poverty if it's good? Do you think I would say I don't want to be on a morning show? No.
Yeah.
If I don't want to burst your bubble.
All right, we have Andy Dosty here with us. So many comments coming through. You can send your 05488410039. I'm here with Doreen Avio. We have Tilly Tills here as well. DJ Slim
like
is
that,
listening.
Tilly
we have Mr. Ashes here seated. We have Martinez, who is Kaswa Simon Cowell, and then Adam Mensa Chotome is also seated. 2nd August. Piao. Andy, so throughout the 10 years that you've been on this show, what would you say has been the impact you've made on listeners and the showbiz industry as a personality?
Life-changing. I think I've changed a lot of lives. Look, now listen to even how people ask questions on radio, and even when you check with podcasts and YouTube videos. Don't come here. You will come ask me some.
White man, stand there.
So I feel like a lot of lives have changed. People who I think I've toughened a lot of people, a lot of presenters. Their line of questioning, emotional questions, and because me, I love emotional interviews. The one life-changing experience or moment for me was when I had a message from someone who had wanted to end his life, commit suicide.
Wow.
Yes. And upon listening to me, he changed his mind.
Wow.
And my producers they'll bear witness to it. It was a life-changing experience. For me, it was crazy. He said he was listening to it. He was going to the Legon Botanical Gardens, and he had already gone there a day or two before to check with the area, had prepared his rope, everything there. But in the Trotsky, he was listening to me, and I was playing a song on the radio and my motivational message, and he felt like, why should I end it? Okay, if I end it, then what?
Yeah.
What happens afterwards?
Yeah.
So he called me. I was playing a song, a Sisichum song. And he said, this song changed my life. You changed my life. And the message, when I spoke to him, he said, you said something about Andy Charlie. I'm on air, so I can't say it, but he used the F word, you F for power. I'm like, why is it? You as you the end your motivation, say, who are you bet you soroku? Enjoy. So he felt like if I'm dead and people are enjoying, like what next? I will be stupid. And now the guy has a job. The guy is working. I'll look for the message, and if they'll put it out one day to tell a story.
I think we should.
Yeah.
We should. Okay, so I have two things to tell listeners.
Right.
One is good news. The other is bad news. Listeners, which one do you want to hear first? Okay, the good news. Okay, the bad news is.
Tell the good news first. Okay, tell the bad news.
The bad news
first.
is Andy Dosty is leaving us.
Yeah.
And the good news is he's not going far away from us.
Shit,
Buzz! Andy,
Okay,
you have the 411.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Just as you mentioned, I'm not going far from you. Hey, no comments. I'm checking Twitter. Hey, wow.
Where is Andy Dosty headed? Where are you going?
Wow. Okay. Let me start from why I'm leaving. Just as you mentioned, it's been a journey. It's been 10 years. 10. Although the show had really helped me, through the show, I had to go back to school.
Yeah.
I had to go back to the university. Through the show, I'm this close to becoming an inducted ADR practitioner.
Yeah, man.
I've been to a law school here.
Yeah.
There are a lot of goodies that have come up.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a bittersweet experience for me. It's a bittersweet feeling that I have to leave. But not going too far, I'm only leaving Daybreak Hitz.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're not leaving Multimedia, but leaving Daybreak Hitz.
They won't agree.
Why are you leaving Daybreak Hitz?
Okay, I'm leaving Daybreak Hitz because it was a affecting me. Daybreak Hitz was affecting me in other ways, negatively.
Okay.
When I say negatively, I'm not saying anything extremely bad, but it was affecting my health.
Oh.
Okay. You see, people don't. It's very unfortunate that you come on radio, you wake up as early as 3 or 4 a.m. You come to work. You are helping people grow, but you are bleeding inside. Sometimes I come to work and I'm hurting, like Charlie, hurting, because people are giving to you back to back on some interview you did on social media. When I was dealing with my separation, I was still coming to work. Still, I'll come to work,
people,
entertain
make
people,
them laugh.
but I'll be crying inside. One of the worst moments was when I had come to work. And my elder sister was admitted at the Tema General Hospital. The previous day, I couldn't go see her. No, I went to see her, but I had a show at Movenpick, Accra City Hotel with Akwabwa and Sak, and I think so. We were there, so I couldn't go there again that night. Next day, I'd come to work. I was on air preparing for a Stoneboy interview, and the message came that she had passed on.
Charlie.
I come directly after her. Imagine. But I had to still do the interview, finish my work. Although I was broken. Seriously, I was so broken. But Charlie, let me put it behind me. Charlie, you is the body okay? Has anyone been there? Okay, you guys wait for me. I'll be there soon after the program. Okay, so commercial break. I'll call you guys back. Okay, I'll come back on air and work. All of these things you hurt deep down inside. But all you have to do is just entertain people. Because of my nightclub experience, I had done nightclubbing for about 20 years. And so sleeping early in the night is a problem. If I sleep today, if I sleep at 9, actually by 1 a.m.,
You'll be awake.
I'm awake. And I'll lie awake until time for work. So sometimes I come to work, I'll be in the studio and I'll be dozing off.
Yeah.
But, well, the cameras may not notice it, but I'll still have to work. So the doctors kept advising, I think you have to rest in the mornings. Can they give you a show in the afternoon? Can you do something in the afternoon? My boss says, okay, yeah, they can. Okay, we'll work on it. Fast forward, finally, I've been given the nod.
Oh.
So
Giving the nod means you have a new show.
Yes.
Oh, you have a new show.
Yes.
And that would be in the afternoon?
In the afternoon.
What time to what time?
12 to 4.
12 to 4. That's a lot of time.
But what am I time?
And what?
Mind you, my beginning was just 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
That's true.
So for me, I don't care. Look, my biggest inspiration when it comes to time on radio and appearances, fame, whatever,
You've seen it all.
is Kwabena Yeboah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? Kwabena Yeboah appeared on GTV on a sports highlight show once a week. Once. Till now, you can never talk about sports presentation in Ghana without him.
Yeah.
There's no way you can chronicle that and leave that gentleman out. No way. Right? The man appeared once. The only time you see him twice in a week, if there's a critical football match that he has to come and be the commentator. Asa. But he was so popular. So it does not matter the number of hours or time you come on radio. It's about the impact you make.
Right.
When you go on air, what at all can you do? 4 hours. Oh, Charlie. When I came on Hitz, I was doing just 2 hours. When I started, easy listening was just 1 to 3 p.m. I'm done. It was the least of them all because Daybreak Hitz was 6 to 10. Black Rasta would do 10 to 1. I would do 1 to 3. Kwame B will come and do 3 to 7. La Posta will do 7 to 10. And it's done. So like everyone had 3, 4. I was the only person that had 2. But I never complained.
Well, true.
Yeah.
So this time, I mean, I wanted us to go in depth into maybe what to expect. I mean, you had something on Daybreak. It's obviously going. It's been good. It's not to say that, I mean...
It's bittersweet.
It's bittersweet, but...
It pain me.
I can imagine because, I mean, these questions, I believe, did not come to only you. I have personally had people call in, messaging to find out from me, is Andy not coming back? What's going on? Until I think one morning, Andy just sat me down and decided to tell me that, listen,
Give it a rundown.
This is it. And
As I said,
it wasn't easy, but I think some of us will understand because we are closer. But what is it going to look like on the afternoon belt?
It's a lifestyle program. You know the afternoon definition, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's just like the afternoon definition, just that just some few additions that have come. I just don't want to spill the tea yet. But it's another great experience, an extension of the library. And you know how the library is?
Yes.
So I wouldn't just be playing music.
Okay.
I'll also be telling stories.
Wow.
I think the mark of a good presenter is your art of storytelling.
Sure.
And I strongly believe I willed that
have that.
that part pass. So.
Yes. And that's the reason I've not asked so many questions. You are doing the storytelling yourself from top to drop. And we have some messages right here, even before I let our elders here come through. DJ Slim says, listening to you guys on my way from the club. Okay.
Quite cool. Maybe.
Harold says, tell Andy Dosty that now, dear, age is exposing him. He was in Noah's Ark. He grew too much.
Aguasiaro.
Okay, we have this message coming from Portfolio, the MC. He says, what brought about Tilly and Portfolio? What brought about Andy and DJ Black rivalry? This story. They were the Shatter and Stoneboy in the world of DJing. The heated arguments amongst the fans, the Accra Kumasi comparison, and don't know if they get along genuinely fine now or it's just for the cameras.
He's my boss now. He's my boss now.
And we have this one from Sammy K. My respect for Andy Dosty has tripled after listening to his story. Great inspiration. You can send yours 0548841039. Some more messages. NYDJ says, ask him why he's called the bread man. You are bread man.
Oh yeah, he owns the bakery.
Oh.
NYDJ owns the bakery.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all for.
Jibril says, Kwame, ask Andy how satisfied he is or not with the NDC government giving most people in the creative industry
I'm satisfied.
the opportunity.
Thank you.
Hey, Jibril and politics. Jibril
I'm satisfied.
and politics. Doreen, you have some messages?
Well, I don't have. I think the one.
Okay.
I think the one I have.
plenty on X.
You've yes, there are so many on X. I mean, I think Benin Dogbeda wants to know how old you are.
Hey.
It's a question.
I told that earlier. Kwame asked earlier. He just tuned in.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next.
You can
Yes.
just calculate.
Next.
Yes.
The 30 plus the 17 plus the
Okay,
other
so
one.
it says, Doreen and Kwame, please ask Andy Dosty how many children has he got?
A lot. DJ Slim is my eldest.
Biological.
Biologically. I gave birth to him on my way from a club.
Frederick goes on to say, please ask Andy Dosty, if not media or DJ, what would he had done or become?
If not DJing or media. My all I wanted to become was a producer.
Music producer.
Yes, all I wanted to become was just sit by the studio and make beats, and not just make beats, but make music for people. The main reason I never bothered to even learn how to make beats, but rather assemble musicians and do the whole production. So I'd rather sit back, call me a guitarist, come and play it. I don't like this. No, do it this way. The reason I'll go to Ash's studio to go and work, not sit by the computer and work, but ask Ashes, sit by the computer, do this, click that. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I think there are a lot of questions to be asked, but I think we should give our panel here, especially they came in early. They are here.
Martinez was here first.
Okay. Kaswa Simon Cowell. I mean, you've been listening to Andy Dosty. This is not the first time you've probably heard him. You've been on the show with him. You know so much about Andy. What do you have to say?
I don't know how to start, but I'm emotional.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
emotional.
yes. Bemensu. Bemensu.
I thought I'd be missing.
I don't know why. I'm reading some of the almost all the comments. Oh, sad. Why?
You are loved.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
not
because
dead
you're
yet.
loved.
You've left some imprints on their minds.
exactly.
Yes,
Exactly. Even though you are not far, it's still sad. I mean, Andy has really impacted the industry, and I wouldn't say just the industry, but Ghana at large and beyond. 10 years on the show. I mean, this is a remarkable journey, and I'm happy to be part of it. I mean, this year, September 1st, that also be 4 years also on the show. So out of the 10 years, I've been able to make 4 years.
Oh,
with him.
wow. So soon?
I mean,
Wow.
yes. I mean, that was 2021, September 1st.
Oh.
Yes. And my first encounter with Andy was through an interview. So at a point, Christian Ejefrimpong, host of Unia,
Yeah.
yes, he wasn't well. And I was asked to sit in. That was a Thursday and a Friday. That was my first time. And I was like, okay, I have my own topic I'm prepared, even though producers tried to give me a topic. I said, no. I have also prepared my topic from the house. And yes, and I wanted to discuss DJs in Ghana. I mean, their impact, how successful they've been, the necessary respect that need to be accorded to them if they have. I mean, I wanted to look into the lives of DJs in Ghana. So I thought of it and I was like, the best person to call is Andy Dosty. Though I wanted to talk to two DJs, my first target was Andy. So I had a squatter from Uncle Freche Mensa, and I called him.
My senior.
Yes. Yeah. And I know the timing was not that cool because I called him few hours to the show. And he explained that the timing is some way, but he will see how he will adjust and communicate if he has free time. And so when the show was about to start, I placed a call and it was like, boss, I'm a bit busy. Your call didn't come in early, so I don't know, but let's see. In fact, I was down. And my colleagues were like, Charlie, let's move on. I mean, maybe another time he will step in. I said, no, I would like to talk to him. So once I was on the platform, it was my prayer to get Andy through. And lo and behold, producers called me that Andy wants to speak to us. So I had an interview with him. I'm sure he remembers. I mean, how we celebrate DJ's work and all of that. And he really educated us. And after the show, I had, comment from the top that I really did well. I mean, getting Andy to...
Andy helped you to do well.
I mean, sorry. then my second time was on Adam FM. I came on Mike 2 show. So after the show, I met Andy and I was like, boss, I'm always inspired by when I listen to you. So
good.
I would love to be with you one day. But you see, everything started when 2020, COVID-19, situation where most of the shows were re-strategized. Pundits were not actually on shows. So, I love the creativity and the idea Andy brought on Daybreak Hitz when he was actually doing album, throwing more light on it. Yes. I mean, like...
That was very innovative.
That alone.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was a dream to be on the show one day. And 2021, September 1st, I had the opportunity to be with him. And since then, I mean, it's been a blessing.
Great.
I'm very happy how he's impacted a lot of people.
Yeah.
And even when some people wanted to see him at Kaswa, he just said, yo, let's go. And he
I remember.
He came through for us. So even though he's leaving the show, I think his impact is still going to live around.
And anytime we need his expertise, he's available.
I mean, as an industry, we need to celebrate him. He is an institution now, not
Yeah,
just
man.
a legend.
Yeah, because if you have to consult that one day.
Exactly.
Very important.
Saturday, even on my way to work, I called Honorable Krekumante.
Yeah.
I mean, still my boss.
Yeah,
I
yes,
call
yes,
him any
yes.
day because he was the one that put me on the show.
Sure.
When Hagler brought me, if Mark said no, there's no way it
I
would
get
have
it.
happened. And still, I call him for guidance, any which way. Charlie, I'm coming up with a new show. Okay, so let's discuss it. Again, when I finish work today, I'll still call him.
Exactly.
What do you think? Because he must help me navigate through it.
That's awesome. Adam Mensah Chotome, 2nd August.
August.
Yeah. Andy is leaving
And
to the
at this
afternoon.
one day, I am pleading that because of time, let's try to be brief so that we can all contribute.
You have
Adam,
to
I know you have a lot
Before
to
Mr.
share.
Hagler comes for
I know you have a lot to share, but don't worry.
It's even briefer.
It's brief. Or see, it's briefer.
Adam, let's hear you.
Andy, I mean, health is quite important. I mean, and it's a good decision that you've made because your castle won't come there, and it's good you've changed. I mean, your time so that it can positively impact on your health. What will you miss on Daybreak Hitz?
As I said, it's a bittersweet feeling. So I'll miss everything. The interviews, the interactions, the panel. Because my new show doesn't involve any panel. It rather involves the businesses around. It involves lovers. It involves romance. It involves music. So I'll miss almost everything. Imagine you sit on a show that gives you an opportunity to talk to people you never dreamt of. Because on Daybreak Hitz, it was not just interviewing musicians and actors.
Yeah.
It went all through to politicians.
Yes.
Philanthropists.
Religious leaders.
Religious
and all
leaders. So where am I going to get those interviews from? Unless my bosses insist that, okay, you can have interviews on your show as well, then I can start thinking about that. But until that directive is given, that Akwanche is given,
Yeah.
I'll miss everything on Daybreak Hitz.
All right. Adam, are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. Hey, today, dear.
it's briefer.
Mr. Ashes. Oh, till it.
We
Oh.
did.
It is for me last.
Okay, for closer.
Closer.
Till it tills. Come closer. Uh-huh.
So the way
Hold
he
the microphone like you
yeah,
do.
I'm holding.
Okay, Tilly.
So the way he said this is his 4 years. This
Yeah.
is my actual first day, and my first day be today.
Right.
On Daybreak
On
Hitz.
Daybreak is
Okay.
my first day and probably my last day. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because when he told me on Saturday to come, and I was like, oh, that'll be Monday, dear. And then
Okay.
he was like, oh, I call me auntie. So when I went, I was like, hey, when you say Andy Dusty say,
Check.
the final day that
You go get.
Share, went to crack remember. So to be listening to his story has been just inspirational, and
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm here, just to be here witnessing the I don't know if it's journey, nothing at all. So to be here to witness the final day of it, I am quite blessed, and I'm excited for the opportunities he's going to give other people with his new shows, his new show as well.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be here, basically,
Great.
and just to see, some of the stories, some part of it I can relate. Like it's like, hey, I say this man has lived my life before some way somehow.
You have lived his life.
I am living his life some way somehow.
He's an ancestor.
Yeah, okay.
He's not living your life. You
I
have
am-
lived his life.
Yeah.
Hey, when inside here.
But
All
I'm
right.
excited to be here. And when I met him, the first time I met him was at an event at the new place they are doing at the, I think, I've forgotten, some new conference, the new one, the big one they are building,
Yeah.
McDan.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
Trade
Okay.
fair.
Fair.
And then I said, I was like, I know your voice. Are you Tilly? Now I'm saying yes. No, say, oh, he has met his wife. And from there, every time I've met him,
Yeah.
every time
I'm
met
everyone's
him-
husband.
Every time I've met him, he has been very nice, very accepting,
Good.
very welcoming, and it's not easy to find that in this industry. The people I've met in this industry have always been kind to me. So meeting him like this and he being kind, I really appreciate it. So today I'm here to
Awesome.
say yes, I'm part of the final
Great.
batch to come. So,
Mr.
yeah.
Ashes,
Yes,
the
boss.
mic is yours now.
Behave.
Someone Mati. I see me behave.
So
He has
behave.
one is it Jingles or whatever that plays that I really like.
Andy Dusty.
Whoever did that jingle, yeah.
Capital T.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I say, well done to him, and he's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Throughout a decade being here. Some of us started with him from day one.
Right.
From the very first
I
day,
remember.
he sat in as host of Day.
Daybreak
It was in the
Hitz.
afternoon. We started this.
Yes.
in the
We
afternoon.
started showbiz review
In the
afternoon.
afternoon.
Okay.
Then they transitioned. Yes, I remember.
Me, him, Nana Dakwa,
Yes.
Marco Kwekuman.
Hey, you know, so I even forgot. Hey,
Yeah, I still got that
Wow,
pictures.
wow,
Yeah,
wow.
we started this show, and I think it was changed to morning. You know, we're still with him. Yep, he's been a good host. He's been exciting.
Yeah.
He's been challenging. I'd use the word. He's like you said. He's made an impact on the music space. There are a lot of musicians who, like, more or less want their music to reach a certain standard so Andy could play.
Yeah.
Yeah. My first time encountering Andy was the year 2000 in Kumasi when I went to pay him Payola.
I said, B.
Hey.
The man take the money and even look as if he say, I'm this canaba. I'm found around with a sound.
Well, I was a small boy at the time.
Hey, Charlie, the people who, after he showed that day, the people who were following him,
Wow.
like Jesus Christ. And he's like, who's this guy?
Kumasi, yeah.
But yeah, it was like, if you want to run promo in Kumasi and you don't go through Andy Dusty.
Yeah.
So obviously we had to. So he's paid his dues and he's done like very well for the music space, the community in which we play in. He's done well for himself. Me, dear, have my personal
Kumasi.
experiences with him into 90.
You have stories to tell. Okay.
That's my favorite story with him, though.
Okay.
But all in all, the show is going to miss him. Seriously.
Sure.
But I know the replacer or the replacement, us Doring and Slim and yourself, Kwame, are here.
Yeah.
You guys will feel it's a big shoe.
Very big.
It's a very big shoe.
Very
but
big.
I trust Multimedia to bring in, the expertise to, do their job. But like he said, he's still here.
Yeah.
So his references, his education will be key to guide you guys to success.
Great.
He was talking the KMJ story, and that's that time. Me too, I chopped straight bullet too.
But I think we should move on. I think we should.
I'm just saying he's
I
saying
think we should think
because-
about the afternoon ride and what Andy is bringing on board, rather.
I just brought
No,
that
I
in
get you.
just
I get
as,
you.
like
Yeah.
a bit of DVM because at
Yeah.
that time I also chopped straight bullet. They say me I influence.
No, don't
Mark
worry.
to
Don't worry.
Andy Dusty on the show. But I had no
Don't worry
idea
about
what was
that.
going on,
Okay.
But it's all good. Chalandi,
Yeah, man.
we still there. The
Yeah.
studio still there. So
I won't come there again.
right now,
Okay.
we brought in new machines.
Right now, I've opened my own studio.
Thank you very much, Ashes, Tilly, Martinez, and a big
today,
thank you to you,
please,
Andy Dusty,
Can I wish
for
Kojo
doing
Sugar-
this.
Kojo
Kojo
Sugar
Sugar's
a
birthday.
Yeah. Happy
Okay.
birthday, Kojo.
Happy birthday, Kojo Sugar. And Austin Wood say, Andy Dusty, we are collaborating.
Akuma dying tomato farm.
Doreen, we are just about leaving, but tension.